And back to talk Buckeyes football, Ohio State Hall of Famer Jeff Logan. And Jeff will spend just a moment looking back on the game 2 weeks ago. Ohio University, just like we called it, they hung tough for the first half.
Yeah, I think we expected that they would come in and give us their best shot, but eventually the talent gap would win out, and that was certainly the case. And it just seems like a month, Woody, since we've last played football, and Ohio State's got quite a challenge on their hands going to the West Coast against a pretty good Washington team.
One of the most daunting stadiums in the country, certainly the Big Ten, and I'll start with the betting line. Ohio State was a 13.5-point favorite when this line came out last weekend, and the line has moved the way of the Huskies. It's now just an 8-point spread that they have. A lot of people think Washington's got a chance to pull the upset.
You know, the funny thing about it is they're unranked, and I think that's probably disrespectful to the Washington program, though if you look at their schedule, they really have not played anybody, even though they had their rival game against Washington State in the Apple Cup last week. So, you know, the biggest challenge for Ohio State in this circumstance, and I understand the spread has gone down, is that this is the first road game. It's the first Big Ten game. And it's certainly a hostile environment for a freshman starting quarterback for Ohio State. So all of that kind of adds up to the potential for this to be a trap game.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Washington has one of the finest running backs I've seen on TV this year, Jonah Coleman. He's not tall. He's 5'9", but he's almost 230 pounds, averaging almost 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, this guy is an absolute bowling ball beast. And, you know, Ohio State will have to pay attention to making sure that they get solid, good fundamental hits on him and team tackling. It'd take more than one guy to bring him down. So this will be by far the biggest challenge Ohio State has had from a running back since the Texas game.
Yeah, I think Washington would be probably wise if I were in their locker room trying to run the ball a lot and keep it out of the hands of the Ohio State offensive arsenal. So what do you think, Jeff? What's your preview for tomorrow?
Well, it's real interesting, Woody, because I've got more belief in Ohio State than I have in Washington being able to pull off the upset and even keep this thing close. I mean, in my mind, I think it's a 34-17 kind of game for Ohio State. I think that we've got just too much talent. Their defense is not very good. And if we can continue to stay on the field, continue to make third down conversions, and get off the field on defense, I think Ohio State will have their way. So I'm going 34-17 Buckeyes.
I also think it's going to be a high-scoring game, probably in the mid to upper 50s, but I think Washington's going to cover. I think they may score late with a cover. I'm going to say Ohio State 31, Huskies 28.
Yeah, it'll be an exciting game, and you know this will start the first 3 out of 4 next Buckeye games will be on the road. So this is the first experience these guys are going to have with a road trip. So we'll see how they handle it.
Jeff, thank you so much for your time. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.